what I don't understand, what I fail to glean from what I've heard, is you're the third or fourth special envoy we've had to the Sudan. We have real engagement by citizens here in this country on this issue, my home state of New Jersey, but for that fact across the country. We have thousands of letters of that engagement by people. We have the political engagement at the highest levels of our government. So I am, have a real difficulty understanding what is missing that we cannot move forward. If I am sitting in a camp still facing pretty dismal conditions and worried about my security and or my life, the counsels of patience and delay do not satisfy me. And if it was one of us sitting in those camps, I don't think we'd be satisfied by what we hear. So I'm trying to grasp what is the elements that we are missing here, that despite everything that we hear, and now the third or fourth special envoy and the commitments of presidents and the greatest country on the face of the earth, leading with others, what is it that we are missing here that we cannot reach the successful conclusions we want in turning the tide on the lives of these people?
Very difficult question. I don't know. All I know is that we have a plan to try to make a difference. That plan includes 5 tracks in Darfur, which is the political process, the security elements that I've spoken to, the humanitarian assistance in solving the problem between the proxy war between Chad and Sudan. We have an integrated, comprehensive way to fully implement the CPA. We are thinking about what we can do to stabilize the Eastern Security PAC and the NGOs that are sitting there on the eastern side. All I can do is work all these problems together as hard as I can. We've assembled the best team that I can. We have bright people that are helping us. We are pulling in expertise from the whole international community. We're building international organizations to help us do this. We don't say that the United States can solve this problem, but we believe there's a solution, and we also believe that we cannot fail. There's too many people whose lives are depending on our success, and that's why we're putting together every effort we can, and that's why President Obama has given me the support he's given me, and Secretary Clinton has been totally supportive, because we all understand that this is the one where we have to...
What's our time frame?
Our time frame is that we have an election in April of next year, and we have a referendum in June. The number of days left, working days, is 174 to the election, 362 until the referendum. That is almost mission impossible. But I believe that there's hope. I believe that we can succeed, and that's why I get up every day and I'm at work at 6 o'clock, 7 days a week, to make this thing happen. We have a terribly compressed timeline. We have an almost impossible job to do, but if we sit back and do nothing, we will certainly fail. I'm giving it everything I can because I believe that there's...
Well, I have no doubt you're giving it what you can, and I certainly am not an advocate of nothing. I have been an advocate on this committee of quite more robust. I included legislation in one of our previous legislation giving the UN resources from the federal government because genocide doesn't have an offset, as I was asked on the floor. Where's the offset for this? The reality is, though, I'm trying to get a sense, what is it that you don't have that you need, if anything? Or do you have everything that you need now?
No,
to
I don't.
do what the... Okay, then what is it that you don't have that you need outside of sounds like time?
Time is the big one. The second thing is we need some space on sanctions. There are things that we are doing and sanctioning that are hindering me from being able to bring development to the South. There are things that are hindering me because of sanctions that are keeping the people of Sudan from getting the education they need. I have a simple radio that's a doctor and a BlackBerry that connects up to 5 leading institutions so that doctors in Darfur in the south and around can call in and get the latest medical help, and I can't even distribute them because of the sanctions. The trains, the very elements that we need and the equipment that we need to develop the South can't come through Port Sudan or Khartoum because it's all sanctioned. We have to take a good look and say, what can we do to ensure that the Southern Sudanese have every opportunity to be birthed as a nation that's not in an incubator, but one that can survive on its own. And I will tell you that we have worked issues and put ourselves in the proverbial box in some areas we're going to need some help from the Congress in those areas.